Ashley here with HeartHookHome.com, and today we are going to learn how to crochet the forked half double crochet stitch. This is a lot of fun. It's easier than it looks. I do mine a little bit differently than some people, so let's take a look and get started. To start the forked half double crochet stitch, you're going to start with any number of chains. I have 18 chains here. You can start with any number you like. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to find the third chain from the hook. We're going to yarn over and we're going to pull up a loop in the back bar of that third chain. Now we're going to yarn over and we're going to pull up a loop in the fourth. So now we have 5 loops on our hook. We pulled a loop up in the third chain from the hook and the fourth chain from the hook. Now that we have our 5 loops, we're going to yarn over and we're going to pull through 3 of them. And now we're going to yarn over and pull through those 3. And that is a forked half double crochet. To do the next one, we're going to yarn over. We're going to pull up a loop in the same chain that we went into for the last stitch. Now we're going to yarn over and go into the next chain and do pull up another loop. And now we should have 5 loops on our hook again. We're going to yarn over, pull through the first 3, and then yarn over and pull through the second 3. So that is 2 forked half double crochets. We're going to do this all the way to the end of the row. So yarn over, pull up a loop in the same as the last stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop in the next chain as well. Now that we've got 5, we're going to do our 3 and 3. And we're going to continue this all the way to the end of the row until you have 1 chain remaining. When you have just 1 chain remaining, instead of doing a forked half double in this chain and this chain, we're just going to place a double crochet in the last stitch. Just a regular old double crochet. So here's your first row of forked half double crochet. Looks pretty nice. Let's do a chain 2, and this is where I differ from some other people that crochet the stitch as well, is I only do a chain 2 to start a new row, and I'll show you why here in just a moment. Do a chain 2, we're going to turn, and using the first 2 stitches, we're going to do a forked half double crochet. So yarn over, go into that first stitch and pull up a loop. Yarn over, go into the next stitch and pull up a loop. Now we've got our 5, so we're going to do pull through 3 and pull through 3. And now we're going to continue what we did all the way to the end of the row again. So we're going to pull up a loop in the same as the last one, and then yarn over, pull up a loop in the next one to where you've got your 5. Now we're going to do the 3 and 3, and we're going to do this all the way to the end of the row. I'm going to use this one and this one. This is the last stitch of the row. This is the last forked half double crochet of the row. I am going to use that. And now I'm also going to place my double crochet. I still need to place my double crochet somewhere, right? Because we always end our rows with a single solitary double crochet. Since I use a chain 2 instead of a chain 3, I'm going to place my double crochet in the top of that chain 2. See this V right here? That's where I'm going to place my double crochet. It's a little tricky to get into, but it makes it look very nice once we are done. So here we have our second row of forked half double crochet, and that is all you're going to do. I am going to start a new row and end a new row so that you can see where I place that, because we started here with that chain 2. we are going to place the last double crochet of the next row in top of that chain 2 right there. Okay, when I get to the end of this row, I am going to place my last forked half double crochet in the same as the last one, and then this one right here. So I'm going to go in this one, and then my double crochet is going to go in the chain 2 right here. And look at how nice and clean that edge is, and this is why I use the chain 2 instead of the chain 3. I hope you loved the fork half double crochet tutorial, and I look forward to creating more with you soon.